2 East, 3rd and Western. Welcome. At 814, meet X25 on Tech 2.
He wants to talk to you, I guess.
Yeah.
Mr. Doncherman, nice to meet you. I'm Dryden Perry. I record my channel's Tri-County Accountability, just so you're aware. So I just have one question for you today. It's something that I asked Nick in the past. With this new term that you're in, what is one thing that you can say that at the end of the term that you can see to fruition that would better the community and maybe not necessarily this project that we're talking about today?
Well, ultimately, as we look at the next federal election that's coming, I mean, I'm going to continue to focus on the fishery. We need to have a tremendous change in the way the Department of Fishery actually reacts to the industry. It is our most important industry. When the fishery succeeds for all of us, our area does better.
Absolutely.
So we need to have a change in what the department actually does and how it responds to base economies like ours.
Yep. And do you feel that the new supplement for Indigenous fishermen, I think it's $298 million to get involved in commercial fishing, is that going to help, or is that going to negatively affect the fishing industry?
I think it'll negatively affect it because we've done this before. Governments have done this in the past. It was 20 years since the Marshall decision. There has been Marshall response. Billions of dollars have gone into purchasing access for Indigenous communities. All it's created is uncertainty in a lot of cases. We don't know who's fishing those things. A lot of bands are actually leasing those out to non-Indigenous people. So we want to see what the benefit is for the Indigenous people that actually want that, and it keeps stability within the fishery that we depend on. By providing federal dollars to these kinds of things, you're going to overinflate the price of lobster licenses, and new entrants, young folks that want to get into fishery are not going to.
Which is already a high barrier of entry now. It's $1 million plus industry to get into, and that's before you're even on the water.
Yeah, it's a huge barrier right now, and this will just exacerbate it.
Exactly, and when we bring this type of funding into our communities, and we're bringing outsiders that can fish in our areas, well, that's only taking the lobster catch away from us and the people of this community that are best served by it. So I think you're correct in saying that it's only going to exacerbate some of the issues, and we need to have more mediation and care to make sure that these dollars are being spent and used in appropriate ways, because we've seen a lot of mismanagement and spending in the past, and that's something that we need to look at, I think, and allocate properly, right?
We need to find ways to work together, but we also need to recognize that the stock, that's the most important, that we protect that lobster stock for the future.
Exactly.
And that's what I think we're missing in this discussion.
Exactly. So thank you very much. I really appreciate your comments on that.
Anytime.
And one of these days, maybe we'll get together and we'll have more of a formal sit-down interview, and we can talk about.
All of a sudden, I've got a few months left, so I got a few months now that I didn't think I had. So.
Oh, okay. Well, perfect. Well, I'll get a hold of you maybe in the next month or so.
The office is there.
Yep, absolutely. And then maybe we can set something up, and I can come down and we can actually have some serious discussions on a couple different topics. I just don't want to take too much of your time.
No, I got to move around.
Exactly,
actually,
right.
For one, I'm going down. I got to get to Ottawa for tomorrow. So.
Oh God, well, you get done here and get on the way. Drive safe, take care. So we had Member of Parliament Chris Doncherman talking about the fishing and how he wants to get that sorted out.
2 East, 3rd and Western. Welcome. At 814, meet X25 on Tech 2.